Howdy y'all. It's morning. I'm having breakfast. I'm sitting in bed. Got my reacher over there. Reacher! There he is. We are taking care of morning tasks, which includes listing anything I photographed yesterday that wasn't already listed, delisting and relisting at least 10 things, getting things added to my eBay promotion, and what else? Sending out offers, you know, just doing all those housekeeping chores that are involved. And then I'm going to get dressed and get to work in my reselling room. But since I'm going to be videoing this, maybe I'll put some real clothes on for you guys. This is as much of my morning mess as you need to see, really. One thing I forgot to say was I also posted a new TikTok. Yes, I'm trying TikTok. So if you want to follow me over there, it's The Restless Thrifter. And I don't know what I'm doing over there. I really don't, but I'm giving it a try. So one thing I'm doing is just putting really short versions of my what solds out there, and then just some fun little things as I'm thrifting. So, and I say fun, like, you know, what the hell is Goodwill thinking kind of things, or things I didn't pick up, things I did pick up, you know, that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that, go follow me on TikTok. Okay, voiceover time. I am in my reselling room here, and I am getting ready to clean these shoes. I don't even think I've shown these in a haul yet. I have recorded the haul. I just haven't put it out there yet. So it's going to be all kind of backward, because the haul is going to be after I've listed these, and they actually sold like within a couple hours of me listing. So I possibly underpriced them. We always, you know, second guess ourselves, or I priced them perfectly, you know, which is it? These are J. Crew, and they were like new, but they had a lot of scratches that you can't really see from here, just from being rubbed up against one another, I think, because they are that waxed leather. Really great condition boots. They are men's, and they are size 8. So I was kind of wondering, because of the condition and because of the size, I was thinking they might not sell very quickly, but they did. They sold for 60 bucks outright within, it might not even have been an hour, but maybe a few hours. I'm using Dr. Martin Wonder Balsam on these boots. I'm just really lightly kind of rubbing it over the areas that have the most notable scratches. I don't really want to polish them per se, because this is a waxed leather, and I don't really think you're supposed to. They're supposed to look really rugged and broken in. So I put Dr. Martin's Wonder Balsam on them, and then I start to photograph. So I'm going to speed up this footage. All right, fast motion. I get another pair of boots out too, and this is Grant Stone, the brand. They are like almost $600 retail. Great brand. I've never found it before, but you know, you find that quality boot, pick it up and look it up, and now suddenly you know a new brand to look for. I love it. I have gotten into shoes more recently, so I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I've gotten really good at spotting the quality shoes and then looking them up and learning. And I really like to pick up men's shoes. So Grant Stone, I'll put a picture here of what they look like. I would definitely pick them up in probably any condition, unless they just have holes or something in them. This particular pair looked like new, but there was one weird thing going on with one of the toes that I think they're going to need to take it to a professional. Do they still have cobblers? And, you know, have them polish it properly. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know where you go to have your shoes professionally polished, wherever that is. So when I take pictures of shoes, I take pictures of all angles, side, front, side, back, and then I don't know if you noticed that I laid them down flat to show what the insides of the boots look like, because sometimes the insides can be pretty scuffed, you know, of shoes. And then I definitely do the sole, and I'll do like the tag inside. And I don't always put my shoes in plastic, but I definitely wanted to put these in plastic so they didn't get scratched up further. And here I am going with the Grant Stone, so you'll see all the different angles of them. I did just a light, just very light bit of Dr. Martin's Wonder Balsam on those as well. These haven't sold yet. I think I have them listed for over $200 though, so I imagine it'll take a bit longer. But I have found as long as the shoes don't need a whole lot of cleaning, I can get through them really quickly. But I do make sure not to pick up anything that's going to take a whole lot of time to clean, like not a lot of dirt or cleaning the soles or anything like that, because they just sit in a pile and I don't list them. This particular pair of shoes I'm working on now is a pair of Rockports that you'll see them in a haul. They may have been a mistake to pick up, so I listed them inexpensive. This is a pair of cowboy boots, Justin Gypsy boots, that I have had sitting around since I think I picked them up in Denver when I lived in Denver. So it's been probably a year that I've had them, and there's no reason that I didn't list them. They aren't very dirty. I just needed to polish them up a little bit. Somebody asked me how I clean soles, and I'm cleaning the bottom right now. You can see I'm kind of prying rocks out. I'll do that. I'll pop out any little rocks, get any gunk off the bottom using just a baby wipe, and I'll put a picture of what that looks like. The brand that I use from Amazon. I think it might be Amazon Essentials or something. Got another pair of cowboy boots. This is also something I've been sitting on. It's a pair of boots from my dad. They are custom-made eelskin boots from the 80s or early 90s. And because they're custom-made, they don't really have a size or brand in them. And so I don't know if they're going to sell. And I don't think eelskin boots are really selling for a whole lot. Quick change, I actually stood in the corner and put a different shirt on because I was getting hot in that sweater. Oh, I asked my husband to come in and try on the boots that were my dad's to see if he can fit his foot in them because he wears an 11, and he said no, they're probably a 10 or 10 and a half. So I think I'm going to list them as a 10 and then just provide a bunch of measurements. I think that's the best I can do with those. And I may just ask my dad if he wants to hang on to them, but he'll never wear them again, he's saying. So, might as well sell them for at least a little bit. I think I've told you guys this before, but I just use my phone to take pictures. They take good enough photos. What I'm doing right now is I'm measuring the boots in so many different ways. I do a shaft circumference, a shaft height, an ankle circumference, and then a heel height because it matters with boots. It really does. And then I do a few extra measurements with these eelskin ones. They were actually custom made for him when he lived in Korea, by the way. But I don't think eelskin's very popular right now. Anyway, I do a couple extra measurements, which I'm not sure, I just hope they help. Like I do across the boot and the length of the boot. I want to help someone as best as I can, but I also don't want them coming back to me, They might. I do accept returns on eBay. Right, getting out more inventory. You'll see these shoes here. These are actually men's espadrilles. They're going to be in an upcoming haul where I talk about different aesthetics. It's going to be a collaboration with Jen the Reseller. And I have never seen men's espadrilles before. I'm stuffing plastic bags into the toe to give them a little bit better shape. And then I also have these plastic shoe inserts that I put in them to kind of prop up the shoe a little bit as well. They're great for use with strappy sandals too. I'll include a picture of those as well. I just bought them on Amazon. They were inexpensive and they came with quite a few, which is good because they do break easily. You can't really see it, but I also take a picture of the weight on the scale along with the inventory number that I have. I just take pictures of things, even if I'm not going to use those pictures in my listing, because it's faster for me than writing something down on a piece of paper. This pair of Crocs is really cute. It is a small size. It's a size 6, but they were in great condition. I love to sell Crocs, and these had some really cute beading. Y'all, can we have some real talk, non-reseller talk right now? I have never been this heavy in my life. Seeing these videos, oh man, it's all sorts of feels, but this is my current situation. I gained so much weight being on steroids for about a year, off and on, and then being sedentary, and then being depressed. And I have rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis, and I had a big flare up where I just couldn't walk. So part of me watches these videos and I'm like, oh my God, look at all that walking. Look at me standing up and sitting down and standing up and sitting down. Like, using my knees like that was unheard of before. So it's bittersweet. I can see how far I've come in a year through medicine, really. But now I have a lot of hard work to do, and I am trying to eat healthier. I had my blueberries and yogurt for breakfast, and now I'm going to eat like a little homemade pizza using flat out bread. I would say I'm still making not the best choices, but I'm not eating as much, which is good. I'm incorporating more fruits and vegetables, which is good. And most of all, I'm not relying on Little Debbie to be my therapist. Like I'm going to see an actual real therapist instead of just buying nutty bars and that kind of stuff. So anyhow, for lunch today, where you saw I'm using the flat out bread pizza, just a little pizza sauce, and I just whatever is available in the fridge. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of vegetables, so I just had some mozzarella cheese. I diced up some ham, some lunch meat. And then I put some seasoning on it, like some basil and oregano and some chopped onion. That was like the only readily available vegetable. But I did cut up a pineapple and eat that on the side. So not too bad. I hope that over time you will see me shrink in these videos. I need all the encouraging words. Please, no nasty comments from anybody about my current state. It's, no one needs that. And this is kind of a new low or a new high. I don't know. Depends the way you look at it. So, all right, let's speed this up. Here's my daddy, y'all. Yeah, so my husband and I moved in with our two dogs to help my dad out because after my mom passed away, he was sad. I was dealing with health stuff. We just all needed each other, so we've moved in. It's weird, I'm not gonna lie, to be almost 50 and living with my dad again. But, you know, it's nice too. So he's fixing his lunch. I'm fixing mine. And yes, he's in his pajamas. You know, the man's retired. He goes and runs his errands and then comes home and puts his pajamas right back on. And I don't blame him. All right, it's lunchtime. Here's my pizza. It's just lunch meat. Ham, onion, it's whatever I had in the fridge. I didn't have any other veggies or anything to put on it. So anyway, I'm gonna eat that. Have my Diet Coke, which this tiny little Coke is my splurge. I'll probably only drink half of it. Again, I don't know why I'm talking to you about what I eat. I am trying to eat healthier or eat less, at least. And I'm gonna sit here. I do eat in bed. I know that's terrible, but my back hurts so bad and this thing is much more comfortable. So I'm gonna be taking some ibuprofen, eating my pizza, watching some, probably gonna finish watching an episode of Love is Blind. I'm watching that. And then I will start working on the photos that I just took, and I will record my phone while I'm doing it so you can see how I edit them. Time to edit the photos. I try not to do too much editing because, you know, time is money. But what I do is I edit a single photo to brighten them up a bit because despite having a gazillion lights, I don't like the lighting all that much. And then I will copy that edit. I don't know if you knew you could do that on an iPhone. And then I will apply that edit to all of the listings. I'm going to go and show it again in slower motion so you can see what I mean. Okay, so I have my photos open and I'm going to select the one I want to edit. I just pick one. There's no real rhyme or reason, usually a full image. And then I tap on edit. And then I'm going to scroll over to the brightness option. And then I'm going to make it as bright as I think it needs to be. And sometimes that's all the way over to the right. Just depends. And then I'm going to tap on the three dots and I'm going to click copy edits. The three dots are in the upper right. And then I'm going to click copy edits. And it's basically anything I did to this photo, it's going to copy those. And then I go back to my photos. I'm going to tap select and then I'm going to choose all the photos I want to apply that edit to. And this is on an iPhone. I have no idea if Android has something similar. Then I tap the three dots that are in the bottom right. There they are. And then I'm going to select paste edits. And it's going to apply all the edits I made to all the photos. I don't know if you can see at the bottom where it's showing applying those edits that I made. And I don't know if you guys use Photo Room. I do. I'm going to open that up. I do pay for it annually. And I'm going to batch edit just the cover photos for my shoes. And then for my full-length dresses, I'll select anything that's full-length just to drop the background on anything that has clutter. And then Photo Room does its magic where it removes the background on everything all at once. I'll go in and I'll edit out pieces of my dress form that just make it look weird, like that little stand. It's really easy to do. Photo Room is amazing. I just think of the hours that I would spend cutting things out when I worked at the newspaper. It just blows my mind that it's so easy now. And then I really don't edit too much except for if it looks crooked, I'll adjust it here and there. But other than that, I really don't do anything to them. I'm going to remove that stand again from that one. I am using the light on for that black one. It just kind of gives it a little bit more pop. Then I'll save those and I'll go back to my photos and I'll not export them, but airdrop them to my MacBook. It is a good thing about using all Mac products is you can AirDrop back and forth. I do things back and forth between my phone and my laptop all the time. So there it is. I'm choosing my MacBook and AirDropping it. Don't ask me how to do it if you have an Android. I have no idea. I don't think there is an AirDrop type feature, but maybe. I don't know, maybe there is an equivalent of some sorts. It takes some time, but you know, at that point I'm working on something else probably. And now the part that we're all waiting for, the listing. I use Vendoo. I love it. I start all my listings in Vendoo. I'd already created a draft of these back when I was doing my haul videos and pricing everything out. So I find the drafts and I will have my computer screen open to Vendoo and a Finder window where all of my photos are. And that makes it really easy to drag and drop them over to the listings. I fill out all the fields and then I publish first to eBay, then Poshmark, and then Mercari. I'll decide if I'm going to publish it to Depop at that time. And I do it all at once. I go ahead and cross-post everything all at once. I'm going to do all of this in fast motion because I went over this in detail in a previous day in the life video. I'm going to link that in the description so that you can check it out if you want. But I'm going to put this on super fast. don't know how interesting this day in the life is going to be because I'm not leaving the house today. It is raining really, really hard. Well, it's not raining hard per se, it's just raining a lot. It has not stopped. You know what I mean? Which I love, but I'm not leaving the house. I'm not doing it. So, yeah, just gonna hang tight here. I've almost done with all the things I photographed earlier, and now I'm starting to think about what we're gonna do for dinner. So I'm gonna get some meat out, and so we can thaw it. Oh, I bet this is older. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Not very exciting. I'll go take some more photos now, and which is good. You know, it's good to have a rainy day to just get some stuff done. All right, I'm going to be photographing more shoes and then some clothes. I'll just do it all in fast motion with some music, and then I will pop up the listing throughout this rather than show you the listing process again, because it's just, you know, more of the same. But yeah, I'll photograph these and then I go back and list them when I'm done photographing them. So I'll just pop up the listing so you can see what the item was and play you some music. Switching gears now, and I'm going to be doing some steaming and then taking some photos on my flat lay board, which I'll tell you a little bit about in a minute. I don't steam everything. I will steam things if they are wrinkled, basically, or I will steam things that couldn't be washed and, you know, need to be freshened up a bit. So actually, I'm steaming some of my own personal clothes too. Not this shirt, but the one behind it, because I don't iron and things get wrinkled when you let them sit in the dryer. So yeah, I'll speed this up as well. Does this feel like the longest day ever to you guys? I really did work a lot this day. It was just the rain, you know. But right now I'm picking orders. So I'm going through my boxes, bins, whatever you want to call them, and I'm pulling the things that I've sold. And I'm going to take them into another room, and I'll take you guys with me, although I will warn you, my camera keeps falling down when I'm in that other room. But I'll take you with me, and I'll show you what I'm shipping. So it's full circle. The only thing I didn't get to show you today was sourcing. All right, I tried this angle at first, and my camera does fall down several times during this shipping. Do you recognize that? That was from a recent haul, and it is that Brighton Love is in the Air shopping tote. It was gorgeous. This thing retails for $150. It was brand new with tags. And I got it at a thrift store called Gracebridge Resell, I think. It's in Frisco. And I think it's a church thrift store. So I think it benefits whatever the church gives their money to, because they do play religious music throughout. So that's kind of a clue, right? Anyhow, so I am packing this up. I'm going to pack it in... what do I end up packing it in? Let me speed this up. That's right, it's going out on Poshmark, so I can use any USPS box that I would like. And I use, for the first time ever, a game box. They are very rectangular, long and rectangular. And I've never used one before because I don't really ship out games. But this was just too long for any of the other boxes, so that's what I use. I took an offer of $40 for this bag. It was so beautiful. And this order, this is another Poshmark sale. You know, it was really interesting. I had my computer on all day long, so I bet my closet was shared a lot by Posher VA, and I made quite a few sales. This is a ModCloth dress. It is a plus size black dress with some plaid piping, so kind of a preppy look, retro look. It's really cute. And what did I sell it for? It sold for $33. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this next one, but I sold some star lights for $5. That's it, $5. They were ours. They belonged to us, and one of the little globes was missing, so I just sold it off pretty cheap. I love the Prime boxes, and this one was pretty much a perfect fit. Obviously, you see that I had to change my angle here because I gave up on the camera being up on the glass. So hopefully this is still okay. This one is another Poshmark order, and I sold this through an offer. Oh, we really went back and forth on this. The lady... I just needed every dollar I could get. To be honest, sales have been so slow, and I'm like, come on, lady, give me a break. I don't usually nickel and dime, but she finally accepted the offer of $11. Getting another USPS box out because it was another Poshmark order, and this was that pair of J. Crew boots that I sold like within an hour, and I sold them for $60. Somebody just bought them outright. That's exactly what I had them listed for. They fit pretty much perfectly within this box here. This is one of the old regional rate boxes. They no longer use those, but you can still use them just as a regular priority mail box. And that's it. That's all my orders for that day, but they were pretty good ones. I only had the one eBay order, which was the lights, the star lights, and I'll pop up some screenshots. So that's it, y'all. Let me know if you like these day in the life videos. I think I'm going to try to do one a month, maybe not quite that frequently just because they are repetitive, but like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're new, thank you for stopping by.